Good evening, guests and fellow Toastmasters. Welcome to meeting number 52 of the Gabbys Online Advanced Toastmasters Club. I'm Toastmaster Harshal Jadhav, your Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. As a Sergeant at Arms, it's my duty to highlight few key points. The meeting is blocked for 2 hours. I urge everyone to stay for the entire duration to make most of the meeting. Your camera should be on and your audio should be off. And please unmute yourself when called to speak upon. Regarding the topics of sex, religion, and politics, I Uh, though Toastmasters International does not put any restriction on speaking on these topics, we at the Gabbys Online Advanced Toastmasters Club request everyone to be responsible and mindful and abstain from expressing any controversial views on these sensitive topics. Our club mission is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience where members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Is a distinguished Toastmaster Nancy there?
No, she's yet not there, so I can take it over.
Yeah. Uh, Before I pass on the virtual stage to our presiding officer, Renu Kaushal, I have the privilege to introduce her. Toastmaster Renu Kaushal is a certified soft skills and post trainer and an image consultant, a triple crown winner and pathbreaker. Toastmaster Renu is deeply passionate about connecting with people, understanding their stories, and empowering them to grow through meaningful conversations. Beyond her professional work, she enjoys cooking and gardening, activities that help her stay centered. Over to you, presiding officer.
Thank you so much. Let us hear from our Sergeant at Arms. This is his first speech as Sergeant at Arms. Good evening, visiting Toastmasters, guests, and fellow Gabbys. Welcome to the meeting number 52, as I'm your presiding officer for today. So, as presiding officer, I now declare the Gabbys Online Advanced Toastmasters meeting number 52 officially open. It's my joy to welcome all the guests here and thank you for being here. We hope you all leave today's meeting feeling more inspired, connected, and enriched by the vibrant energy and the learning culture that our club proudly fosters. Now, for the benefit of our guests, let me share a little bit about what actually is this Toastmasters community. Dear guests, it is a 100+ years of old community, which was initially started by Dr. Ralph C. Smedley. And this community had one common mission, which was to empower people to become confident communicators and leaders. We at Gabbys Online Advanced Toastmasters, we keep that spirit alive. You will find our meetings as a safe learning space where you can speak, you can listen, you can give feedback, and more importantly, you can grow with us together. So, before we dive into today's meeting, it is my privilege to welcome one of our newest member in the club, Toastmaster Pooja Sharma. Toastmaster Pooja Sharma, can we have you on the camera, please? And Sergeant, Zoom moderator, can we spotlight the speakers as well as Pooja Sharma? Yes.
Can you see me and
yes,
hear
we
my
can
voice?
see you and we can see you. Yeah.
Sorry, actually. Yeah. So let me introduce myself.
Yeah,
I am
please go
Pooja,
ahead.
and I'm currently working in Atkins Realis. I have been associated in Atkins from almost 14 years, working as a TA manager. So when it comes to TA manager, people generally think that it's like filling the positions or roles, but it's not about only filling the positions. It go beyond that, and basically my role here is like, I have to find out the right candidate for the leadership hiring. I have to connect with the stakeholder, build the relationship with them, and making sure that the hiring is going very smooth. And apart from that, I also closely interact with my employees. I'm handling a very big team here in talent acquisition. So yeah, so when it comes to industry wise, I have experience working in different industries, uh, and working in all engineering companies I've worked. So this is about myself. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pooja, for that introduction of yours. And we are completely delighted to have you with us, and we look forward to learning, growing, and celebrating more and many more milestones together. Now it is the time to invite the Toastmaster of the day, who is none other than the immediate past president and our Vice President Education, Toastmaster Samita Kar, to the virtual stage. We all, the Gabbys knows her well, but for the benefit of guests and visiting Toastmasters, Toastmasters Samita, she's a woman empowerment coach. She has dedicated her life to building confident communicators and future leaders. With her powerful background in teaching, leadership, and public speaking, she brings clarity, courage, and consistency in everything she does. Please join your hands to welcome the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Samita.
Hello, everybody. Let us do one thing. The monsoon magic is here, and everyone has to be on camera. Otherwise, how will I know? Are you all enjoying the monsoon? Let me see. Yes, Ashir, Paricha, Suni, Priya, Rahul, Sandeep, please be on camera. Monsoon is at our doorsteps, and we are so happy about it. Are you happy? Let me see your thumbs up if you're happy, or a thumbs down if you're not. Yeah. So everyone is very happy. Now, with this monsoon in mind, what will we do first? First, we will have our installation ceremony. And installation ceremony is one of the most important days that we have in our club, in all Toastmasters club, not only in our club. So since we are from this club, it is a little special for us. And whom do we have? We have a very special person for the installation ceremony with us. She's none other than distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel, who is a director at Practive and ETC company, events, training, and consulting company. She has more than 11 years of experience, expertise in business intelligence and data analytics. What is more important is she's a chartered president and the current president of the Gabbys. She is someone who always is ready to help us when we need. A phone call away from all our worries and problems. With a loud round of applause, let us welcome distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Samita Kar. That was quite a handful of introduction you had for me. Already feeling privileged and honored. Well, good evening, my dear fellow Toastmasters, our guest and distinguished speakers sitting here today. It is my privilege and honor to be serving as the installation officer for today's ceremony. Today marks a significant moment for the Gabbys Online Advanced Toastmasters Club as we officially install our new club executive for the term July 2026, July 2026 to December 2026. My name is Nancy Goel, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel, and as the installation officer today, I'm here to install the officers of the Gabbys Online Advanced Toastmasters Club Area F1 District 228 them for challenges that lie ahead. Collective challenge is to make this club strong, dedicated to helping people from all walks of life to speak in an effective manner, listen with sensitivity, and think creatively. Well, before I invite the new executive committee members, I would like to first invite the existing executive committee members for the past term to be please spotlighted. May I request the Zoom moderator to help me with the spotlighting of our past officers? Toastmaster Renu, Toastmaster Samita. Do I see rest of the members here? I see Mamta. Priya has been an officer in the past. I'm not sure if she was there in the recent past as well. Mamta, I see she's here. Okay. All right, with the powers vested in me, I would like to first thank you all for your diligent work all throughout this tenure. You are the reason that we have become a Smedley Distinguished Club as well as a super club. For those who don't know what is a Smedley Distinguished Club, Smedley Distinguished Club is when you complete all the 10 DCP points as well as add 25 members to your club. And being an advanced club, it's no easy game. This executive committee has ensured that we have not only added 25 members as per the DCP dashboard, we have added 35 new members to the club in the past 1 year. Along with that, we have backed Super Club Award. Super Club Award is a global membership award that you only get if you complete 3 different awards. And these 3 awards are Smedley Award, Talk Up Toastmasters Award, and Beat the Clock Award. These 3 global membership awards we have already bagged, due to which we are a super club. So thank you so very much for always ensuring that we maintain the heights of the Gabbys family, the heights of the brand that we have built over years. So from on behalf of the entire club as well as the Gabbys family, I am really thankful for your services, and hereby I denounce you from your services and you are free from your duties here on. The new executive committee will be taking on. Can we have a round of applause for this executive committee who ensured greater success and greater heights for the Gabbys Online Advanced Toastmasters Club? I would again take the names of this committee. We had President Toastmaster Samita Kar, we had VP Education Toastmaster Renu Kaushal, VP Membership Gauri Agarwal, VP Public Relation. We had this vacant for quite some time, but Rahul Swami supported us for a few weeks. Secretary Toastmaster Mamta Jain, Treasurer Toastmaster Sachin Jaiswal, he supported us in the background, and Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Muskan Rahman. A huge round of applause for the committee. And here I would like to proceed with the next XCOM duties. Well, Toastmasters International is built on values of integrity, respect, service, and excellence. And it is these values that guide our leaders as they take on new responsibilities. I would like to call upon the incoming officers of the Gabbys family to step forward and stand. You cannot stand, then you can also sit and hold a pen as a symbol, as a gavel, a symbol of your oath that you're about to take. So as I introduce each role, I would request you to raise your hand and hold a pen or a gavel as a symbol of service and leadership, and as a reminder of the responsibilities that you're going to undertake. I would be calling each one of you one by one, starting with Sergeant at Arms. Our Sergeant at Arms is Toastmaster Harshal Jadhav. Toastmaster Harshal, may I request you to raise your hand with a pen or a gavel in your hand? All right. Toastmaster Harshal, Jadhav. As the Sergeant at Arms, you will keep track of the club's physical property or virtual property, such as banner, lectern, timing device, including Zoom moderation, Zoom account, and all other meeting materials. You will arrive early to prepare the meeting place, which means you will be starting the Zoom 10 to 15 minutes ahead of time, and stay late to store all of the club equipment and ensure that everybody has successfully gone out of the meeting space and you can now close the meeting. You are also in charge of the meeting place itself, obtaining new space whenever necessary, whenever there's Zoom up for renew, and you need to keep those things handy. Along with that, in case your Zoom cloud recording is full, ensure that it's emptied as and when required, and the videos are uploaded on YouTube so that you have the meeting space ready and available for the upcoming meetings. Toastmaster Harshal Jadhav, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
Congratulations. Next, we have Secretary. I'm sorry, I'll start with Treasurer first. We have Treasurer Toastmaster Inderpal Chadda. May I request you to kindly spotlight her? Toastmaster Inderpal Chadda, this is oath taking ceremony. I'm waiting for you to raise your pen or your hand. Looks like her video is frozen. Is it only for me?
Yes, it is frozen.
Can you see?
Okay, I think she's trying to speak. Toastmaster Inderpal Chadda, if you are able to hear me out, you can drop a message in the chat box.
I can.
Okay. All right. Toastmaster Inderpal Chadda, as the club treasurer, you are the club's accountant. You'll manage the club's bank account, writing checks, or rather Google Pay, or maintain the records as and when necessary, as approved by the club executive committee, and depositing membership due payments and other club revenues. You are also in charge of submitting membership dues to world headquarters for additional members, as well as for new additions, as well as for the renewing members. In case there are any text documents that needs to be filed, you are responsible for filing those tax documents and keeping timely and accurate up-to-date financial records for the club. Toastmaster Inderpal Chadda, will you perform these duties with utmost diligence to the best of your abilities?
Yes, I will.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next, we have Club Secretary, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. Toastmaster Sunil Gupta, as Club Secretary, your role is to maintain all club records, manage club files, handle club correspondence, and take the minutes of meeting at each club and executive committee meeting. You are also in charge of updating and distributing a roster of the current paid membership and keeping the club officer list up to date for Toastmasters International. Additionally, at Gabbys, you are responsible for maintaining the agenda of each meeting 24 hours ahead of time. Toastmaster Sunil Gupta, will you perform these duties with utmost diligence to the best of your abilities?
Yes, I will.
Congratulations. Next, we have VPPR, Vice President Public Relation, Toastmaster Rahul Swami. Toastmaster Rahul Swami, can you hold your hand? Can you raise your hand or hold something? Yes, that works. Toastmaster Rahul Swami, like this. Yes. As a VPPR of the club, your role is to promote the club within the community and maintain its positive image. You promote the club to the local community and notify the media about the club's existing existence and the benefits it provides. That includes all the WhatsApp groups, social media, and any other media channel. You promote the club, update web content, and safeguard the Toastmasters brand identity. It is your job to notify whenever your club does something noteworthy. That includes educational awards or any other awards, club awards, individual member awards. As the vice president public relations, you'll find yourself writing news releases for the club members, writing and distributing flyers, and maintaining the club's presence on web and in the community. Toastmaster Rahul Swami, will you take on the responsibility with dedication and to the best of your abilities?
I will.
Congratulations. Next, we have our vice president membership, Toastmaster Joanne Joseph. Toastmaster Joanne, as the vice president membership, you focus on growing our club and making guests feel welcome. You promote the club and manage the process of bringing in guests and transforming them into members by initiating contact with guests, helping them feel welcome, and providing them with the information they need to join. You help maintain a constant influx of new people into your club. You also attentively monitor membership levels and strategize with the rest of the executive committee about how to overcome membership challenges when they occur. Additionally, you will be collecting the renewal amount, apprising everybody of the renewal fees, and ensuring that we are submitting those dues on time along with the treasurer while working along with the treasurer. Toastmaster Joanne Joseph, do you commit to these responsibilities to the best of your ability?
I do.
Congratulations. Next, we have Vice President Education, Toastmaster Samita Kar. Toastmaster Samita, please hold a pen. Yes. Toastmaster Samita, your role as the VP Education is to support members in their educational goals, schedule speeches, and ensure a vibrant learning environment. As the VP Education, you not only schedule member speeches, you verify the completion of projects and serve as a resource of questions about the education program, speech contest, and your club mentor program. You are an important source of Toastmasters knowledge for club members, and it is your job to become familiar with all aspects of Toastmasters education program, whether it's pathways, speechcraft, or any other program. Toastmaster Samita Kar, will you fulfill this role responsibly and to the best of your abilities?
I will.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next, we have the President, Toastmaster Renu Kaushal. Toastmaster Renu Kaushal, as the President of the Gabbys Online Advanced Toastmasters Club, you are now the Chief Executive Officer of the club. So hold the gavel with strength. You are interested with the leadership of its members, ensuring their growth and progress in their Toastmasters journey. You are expected to preside at all the club meetings and at all regular and special meetings of your executive committee. It is your challenge to see that this club enables its members to achieve their educational goals. It is also your challenge to see that your club helps the area, division, district, Toastmasters International to meet their goals. Please accept the gavel as a symbol of your leadership and dedication to office. The gavel is a symbol of power and authority given to you by the members of this club. Use it wisely but with restraint. You are a member of your team as well as a leader. A team is more than a collection of people. For us, it's a family of people. It is an emotional force rooted in the feelings, thoughts, and actions of all the members with the common goal of achievement, sharing, and mutual support. Work with your team to create a healthy, dynamic, and a successful club, a club which everyone is proud of. You are interested upon to continue the legacy of the Gabbys. Toastmaster Renu Kaushal, will you, as the club president, accept this challenge and perform your duties to the best of your abilities?
Yes, I will.
Congratulations. As the installation officer, it is now my pleasure to declare these Toastmasters installed into their respective offices. May I now request all the members of the Gabbys family to please come on camera and raise your right hand. This is for the members. Dear Gabbys, the growth and development of the Toastmasters program across the Gabbys clubs depends largely upon the actions of this group. On your honor, as members of Toastmasters, do you pledge to individually and collectively stand by this club, live with it, and work with it throughout this coming year?
Yes, we will.
Please
Yes,
unmute
yes,
yourself and say I will.
Yes.
yes, we'll do.
Yes.
Yes.
That's more like it. I would now request the newly installed club president. Before I go for her address, I would now say you have your club executive committee installed in their respective offices for the term July 2026 to December 2026. This is the Gabbys Online Advanced Toastmasters Club, Area F1, District 228. Now, I would like to request the newly installed club president, Toastmaster Renu Kaushal, to deliver her acceptance speech.
Thank you so much, the installation officer, as well as the president of the Gabbys Club, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy, for conducting the installation ceremony so smoothly. Good evening, Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and my dear Gabbys. Standing before you today as your president is both a privilege and a promise. A privilege because you have placed your trust in me. A promise because I intend to honor that trust. I promise to lead with sincerity, listen with empathy, and ensure that one question that guides every decision we make. That would be, will this help our members grow? Because what we believe at Gabbys is members don't exist for the club. Yes, the club exists for its members. Every year we see the Toastmaster terms begins with new officers coming in, new plans, fresh enthusiasm coming. But what do you think is a successful term? Is it the number of meetings that we conduct or the awards that we have received? No. I believe it is the number of members who leave this club more confident. Yes, leave this club more confident than they joined. By the number of voices that discover their strength, number of leaders who emerge from our meetings. Gabbys' true scoreboard isn't the awards. We believe in transformations. We count the number of transformations that happen. This term, I have one educational vision, which I want every member of Gabbys family to embrace. Every active member should complete the level 2 by December 31st, 2026. Not someday, not next year, but by December 31st, 2026. You would ask me why? Because completing level 2 will ensure that every eligible member is ready to compete in the international speech contest, which will be happening in January 2027. And more importantly, it reflects what we are, or who we are rather. We are an advanced club. Completing level 2 or committing to complete it within the first 6 months of joining was already one of the standards for becoming a member. And we are not going to lower this bar. Rather, we will help our members to rise to it. We believe excellence is never accidental. It is intentional. And you would ask me, why only level 2? Why not level 3 or level 4? Because at level 2, speaking becomes communication. And communications transforms into leadership. And leadership becomes influence. Those of you who have already completed level 2 would resonate with this. Level 2 teaches us to listen with intent. It helps us to evaluate with purpose. It helps us to adapt our leadership style. Because communicating effectively in every sphere of life isn't a Toastmaster skill. It is more of a life skill. I'll take this moment to take you back to a time when today's accomplished Toastmasters were themselves learners. There was a different kind of discipline in those meetings. The evaluators, they were not signing projects simply because a speech had been delivered. They signed projects because the objectives were being achieved by the speaker. Evaluator's signature wasn't expected. Rather, it was earned. The role takers, they were just not performing any role. Rather, they would master it. They would prepare for it. They would try something new, experiment, and maybe reflect back and then come back with an improvement. And this was happening meeting after meeting. Those Toastmasters, they were not fearing feedbacks. They were rather pursuing feedbacks. So none of the speakers we admire today became exceptional overnight. They became exceptional because they trusted the process. They practiced relentlessly. They accepted difficult feedbacks and still showed up again and again and again. So as an advanced club, I believe we owe ourselves those same standards. Not perfection I am seeking. We are seeking excellence. And there is a difference between the two. Perfection tells you, don't make mistakes. While excellence asks, never stop improving. Perfection makes you fear failure. While excellence, it will ask you to learn from it. Perfection, Gabbys is an event. It happens once. And then what about excellence? I think excellence is a habit. And you can see that habit is reflected in every meeting we conduct. Our meeting rosters, they are different. Our expectations are different. And the learning experience our members have is different. We don't evaluate a speech once. We evaluate it rather twice. What we understand is one evaluation informs, while two evaluations transforms. Those who attend our meeting, they know we don't ask you to speak on a topic for 1 minute. We challenge you to debate, defend your position, persuade an audience all within 1 minute. As the language evaluator in the role, we don't merely count your ahs and ums. So every rhetorical device makes the use of every rhetorical device makes the language more memorable. That is what an advanced Toastmaster club should look like. It may appear demanding, yes, it may appear challenging and even intimidating to some, but above all, It is rewarding. You would all agree that growth has never lived inside a comfort zone. One uncomfortable thing a day, and you are in the growth zone. Perhaps that is why something remarkable always happens in Gabbys. We see people don't join the Gabbys, they come back to the Gabbys, they stay with the Gabbys. It is my pleasure to let you know that last year we welcomed more than 60 new and reinstated members. We observed our participation rate has again exceeded to 75%. So has the renewal rate. Those numbers, they tell us a story. People are not going away because the meetings are difficult. They are renewing because the learning is worth it. They are returning because we are not lowering our expectations. They return because we help them exceed their own expectations. That is why every recognition that we have received in the last 1 year, whether it is the Super Club Award or the Smedley Distinguished Club, all the recognitions they feel earned. We are not chasing awards. Let me remind you this. What we are chasing here is excellence. And awards, they have a way of following excellence. As a president today, I make one commitment to every member. This club will always be welcoming. It will always be encouraging. We will always celebrate your victories. And we would like you to leave every single meeting asking yourself one question. How can I become better the next meeting? Today I invite every member to make 3 commitments. First, complete your level 2 before December 31st. Don't just aim to remain active. Aim to remain progressing. Second, prepare for every role with some good intention. Whether you are the speaker, whether you are the evaluator, or the Toastmaster of the day, or the language evaluator. Remember this. There are no small roles. There are only small preparations. Let's bring some intent into the execution of our roles. And the third thing or the final thing, please welcome feedbacks with an open mind. The best evaluation isn't the one that makes us comfortable. It is one that makes us better. I'm still imagining where we all will be 6 months from now. Imagine a club where every active member has completed level 2. Where every eligible member is ready for the international speech contest. Where every role is prepared with purpose. And where evaluations, they inspire transformations. And I feel that every member that leaves with just getting a little stronger than when they arrived. This is the culture we are building. And the culture is never created by the ExCom or the executive committee alone. It is created by the standards we accept as a club, the efforts that we bring, the examples that we set. Together, let us build more than an advanced club. Let us build a culture, a culture that creates communicators, the communicators who influence, leaders who inspire, and evaluators who elevate. And members, they are constantly raising the bar for themselves. Because at Gabbys, we are not going to lower the bar. We will rather help you rise to it. Let's practice it. The next 6 months belong to us. And let's make this extraordinary. Thank you, everyone, for your patient listening today. And I hope to see you all around. Now I will hand over the virtual stage to the Toastmaster of the day to conduct the proceedings of the meeting.
Let us hear it from our newly elected president, Toastmaster Renu Kaushal. She has made my work as Vice President Education quite easy by setting the tone of what the next 6 months should be and the educational awards that we need to achieve. So let us come back to the theme of monsoon. Can I see all of you within 5 seconds go and grab one thing that reminds you of monsoon? It may be an umbrella, a cup of tea, or raincoat, or a book that you love reading, or your favorite snack. I give you just 30 seconds to do that. 30 seconds? No, I'll give you only 10 seconds to do that. Mobile. Okay, I can see a mobile, I can see a book, I can see Toastmaster Priya with an umbrella. Okay, so let me start with the listener Rahul. Tell me why you chose a mobile and what memory does it bring to you?
I mean, it's tendency to click pictures when you have good weather and some good photography you can do in rainy season. Some clouds and raindrops. Even if you are in a park under the shed, you can post some pictures
Okay.
after clicking them online. That's
Okay. So for your benefit, I have shared a picture of those clouds. Now, why have I chosen the theme monsoon magic? What is magical about it? The magic lies in the fact that when it is blistering hot and we all are dying to be under the AC inside the room where the AC is going full blast, or a cooler or some shade if we are outside, then comes the sprinkling of monsoon. Even the pre-monsoon shower, which lasts hardly for 10 minutes, brings us relief, brings us hope. Hope that within a few days, the monsoon will come full-fledged and bring the temperature down. Oh, what a relief it is. That is the first magic. The second magic comes when you will look around and we see that there is greenery everywhere, as if a magic has just happened. The land which was parched, the trees which were brown, suddenly became alive and started getting different shades of green. When we look around, we see that green can have that many shades. Nature has a paintbrush in its hand. Monsoon means beginning, revival. And today, because we are starting with a new club members, the club installation, and that's the reason monsoon, revival, new, something beautiful that is happening. We will talk much about monsoon, and please keep in mind those lovely stories that you will be telling, and I'll be asking you about monsoon. What magic did you face in the monsoon? Which magic transformed you? But before that, we need to go through the meeting. Today's meeting has 3 sections. First is the prepared speeches. Next, the table topic, which is special in Gabbys because it is in a debate format with 1 minute for and against. And the third is the evaluation, which our president has just spoken about, because that is what makes us better. For all this, we need someone who will take care of our meeting, who will make sure that the meeting is running seamlessly. And we have someone who is very hardworking. What I love about him is that he has this innate ability of taking feedback, implementing it, and coming back stronger and better every single time. He's highly enthusiastic. He wants to learn continuously. And the core belief is simplicity, integrity, and hard work. How beautiful is that? He joined Toastmaster with a single intention. That is, he has to refine his English communication and public speaking skills, which we all have seen him grow. He is none other than our general evaluator today, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. Over to you.
Thank you so much, the Toastmaster of the day, Samita Kar, for that incredibly warm and generous introduction. And believe me, I am drenched not with waters, with your kind words. Good evening, distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. Monsoon magic is all about transformation, as our Toastmaster of the day said, turning dry, quiet land into a vibrant green growing landscape. So, as General Evaluator, my job is to observe the overall climate of our meeting today and ensure we all can leave tonight more vibrant and skilled than we arrived earlier. Assisting me in taking our meetings atmosphere is an excellent team consisting a timer, a language evaluator, a listener, 2 evaluators for 1 speech, and an evaluator for the second evaluator. And this team is here to provide the perfect balance of strength and areas for growth. So, in order to introduce my team, first I would like to invite our timer, Toastmaster Ajay Sahoo, to track the downpour of words. Toastmaster Ajay is a seasoned entrepreneur, fitness enthusiast, and the founder and CEO of LanceQ, a collaborative freelancer marketplace that helps expert freelancers build teams and scale their businesses. With over a decade of entrepreneurial experience, he has built and led multiple technology ventures focused on innovation, collaboration, and business growth. Toastmaster Ajay, please explain your role and also display timer cards.
Yes. Thanks, Mr. Gupta, for the warm welcome. Good evening, everyone, and fellow Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmasters, and guests. As the timer, my role is to time the table topic speakers, the prepared speeches, and the evaluations. I will alert each speaker using green card, yellow card, and a red card. For a table topic, today it will be strict 1 minute. At 1 minute, I'll show the red cards. And for prepared speech, we have today 1 prepared speech that will 5 to 7 minutes. Green card I'll show at 5 minutes. Yellow card 6 minutes. and red card 7 minutes. And individual evaluations should be within 2 to 3 minutes. A green card again at 2 minutes. 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will show the yellow card, and red card at 3 minutes. Thank you so much, and hand it over to Mr. Gupta.
Thank you, Ajay, for explaining your role. Next, we have our language evaluator, Toastmaster Devishree, to catch our beautiful expressions. Toastmaster Devishree is a software engineer who enjoys solving problems and continuously sharpening technical skills. Beyond work, Devishree finds balance through gardening, which builds patience and calm, and stays energized through a love for music. Driven by a passion for growth, Devishree joined Toastmasters to strengthen communication skills, build confidence, and become a more effective speaker. Toastmaster Devishree, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As the language evaluator for today's meeting, I will listen carefully to every speaker and observe their use of language throughout the session. My report will focus on filler words such as ha, ir, inappropriate interjections. For instance, and, well, but, so, you know. The use of crutch words similar to basically, actually, this thing, etc. Repetitive words or phrases in the form of I, or this means. Unintentional long or short pauses made by the speakers. Any misuses of English language. Any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As language evaluator, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word of the day is petrichor. Petrichor. Meaning, petrichor is the pleasant earthy scent that is released when the rain falls on the dry soil or rocks. During long periods of dry weather, certain plants release natural oils into the ground, and soil bacteria produce a compound called jasmine. When the first raindrops hit the dry soil, they release these oils and jasmine into the air. Our noses are very sensitive to jasmine, so we can experience that fresh earthy scent known as petrichor. Examples using the word petrichor. The petrichor, after the first monsoon rain, filled the air with freshness. I love the smell of petrichor because it reminds me of my childhood. The last example. She closed her eyes and smelled the fresh petrichor. I encourage each speaker to use the word of the day naturally during their speech. I will also post the word of the day, its meaning, and examples in the chat for everyone's reference. At the end of the meeting, I will present my language evaluator report and word of the day report. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Devishree, for explaining the role and the word of the day, Patricio. Now, the third member of our team, our listener, to see how well we observe the ideas. Please help me welcome our listener, Toastmaster Rahul Swami. Toastmaster Rahul Swami is a fitness enthusiast and a marketing analyst at Sanofi, Hyderabad, with over 4 years of work experience. An ambitious, strategic thinker with a knack for learning new things. He has come back to the Gabbys to continue his public speaking journey. In his free time, he loves to work out, spend time with his pet and family, join Toastmasters to strengthen communication skills, build confidence, and become a more effective speaker. Toastmaster Rahul, please explain your role.
Thank you very much for the warm introduction, General Evaluator Sunil Gupta. Hello, Gabbys, Go team. I am listener of today's meeting, and as you know that being a listener, you have to be very careful of what you say. And I will be noting down very important questions, something interesting, something foolish, but yes, I will be noting down everything and asking you good number of questions at the end of this meeting. And please answer when I ask you by raising your hand. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Rahul, for explaining your role. Now, let me also tell you that here at the Gabbys Online Advanced Toastmasters meetings, we do things a bit differently. A speaker is evaluated by not one, but two evaluators to ensure a more comprehensive, deep dive, and focused evaluation experience. So, enjoy prepared speeches and evaluations. I'll come again and introduce evaluators in the evaluation section and also present my report. Till then, enjoy the theme. Thank you. Back to you, the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, for explaining all the rules. With that petrichor in our nose and nostalgia in our mind, let us continue with our meeting, because this is a speaking section. And we have Toastmaster Mamta Jain, who is having both a unique blend of creativity and logic, which when creativity meets structure, what happens, most complex ideas also transform into meaningful impact. And that is what exactly she does. Toastmaster Mamta Jain will be evaluated by Evaluator Toastmaster Sachin Jaiswal. Are you there? Can you please?
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
there.
you're there. And Toastmaster Renu Kaushal.
Yes, I'm here.
Toastmaster Mamta Jain is on her motivational strategies pathway level 4, project number 1. Name of the project is Motivate Others. Timer, please note, it is a 5 to 7 minutes duration of the speech. Toastmaster Mamta Jain, Spark of Inspiration. Spark of Inspiration, Toastmaster Mamta Jain. Over to you.
Please raise your hand if you have ever received a handwritten letter, opened an old diary, or looked at a notebook from your school days. Thank you. The moment you see the handwriting, you almost feel the presence of the public behind it, because handwriting is more than words on the paper. It carries our habits, emotions, discipline, and personality. You may have heard of Mahatma Gandhi. As a student, Gandhiji admitted that he didn't pay much attention on handwriting. Later in life, he regretted it and said, bad handwriting is a sign of an incomplete education. Why would a great leader say that? Handwriting is not just about appearance. It reflects care, commitment, and discipline. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I would like to share how handwriting can influence and reflect who we are. When I was in standard, I had friends whose books looked like the printed books. Every letter was perfectly aligned. When our teachers collected the books, her notes was always an example. I asked her, how right. She smiled and said, I don't write because I am disciplined. I am disciplined because I practice writing neatly every day. That answer stayed with me. Many of us think personality traits are handwriting. Sometimes handwriting also shapes our personality. As a child, my handwriting as someone has studied alphabets on my sheet. It was, but it was a manuscript handwriting. Every letter stood alone. Whenever I tried to write faster, my handwriting became untidy. I found myself trapped between two choices: write neatly and slowly, write quickly or poorly. Then I found my inspiration. My father wrote in beautiful cursive handwriting. His words flowed across the page like the river. And what amazed me was his speed. He could write yet maintaining the elegance. I fascinated. I thought, if he could do it, why can't I? That question became my motivation. Decided to learn cursive handwriting during my vacations. I started capital letters. I practiced writing stylish capitals tilted at about 60 degrees from the baseline and added some curves and loops to make it more attractive. Then I moved to small letters and tried to join them smoothly. I practiced for hours every day. First week, I felt frustrated. Second week, I felt better. And by the third week, my handwriting had changed. My hand started moving naturally. And after 1 month, nobody could recognize my handwriting. When school reopened, my teachers, friends could hardly recognize my names. That experience taught me something very important. Practice can transform what seems impossible. Friends, practicing develops many qualities within us. It develops patience because improvement takes time. It develops focus because every letter requires attention. And it develops confidence because every improvement reminds us that we are capable of change. Today, in this digital age, does handwriting matter? I believe it does. Not because we need it for communication, but because we need it for connection. Think about a handwritten birthday card from a loved one. Think about a mother's handwritten recipe. Think about an old journal filled with personal thoughts. A typed message delivers information, but a handwritten note delivers emotion. Today, most of our communication happens through keyboards and touch screens. Yet, despite all the technology around me, I still enjoy analog journaling. There is magical about the flow of ink and the touch of paper. It's slow bloom, but that slowness, you meet yourself. Reflect, you create, you grow. So, my friends, if there is a skill you admire, a talent you had, or a dream you have been postponed, remember this. A small part of inspiration can begin a journey. Thank you.
Let us hear it for our speaker, Toastmaster Mamta Jain. She has picked up something which is very close to my heart. Handwriting. Being in the education field for so many years, this is one thing I always spoke about. Rest of the evaluation, the evaluators will give you. But yes, the topic, I loved it. Quickly moving on, since we are actually over time a little. So we will quickly move on without a break. And to the interesting part. What is the interesting part? Every single time we try to debate, here is your chance. Practice it. And one thing, all of you please be on camera, because our table topic master, Toastmaster Paricha, will only pick up those people who are on camera. So quick. Let me see all of you on camera. Now, Toastmaster Paricha is the second year English honors student at Christ University. She enjoys public speaking and has strong interest in business, finance, and marketing. What is very interesting is that she wants to make meaningful difference in the world step by step. Very good thought. What I know about her is she gives very interesting topic, and I'm looking forward to it. Over to you, Toastmaster, table topic master of the day.
Thank you, TMOD, for that lovely introduction. And a very, very good evening, good night to everybody here. And when I was simply thinking about the topic, I personally relate to it a lot because as we are in Bangalore, it is raining cats and dogs. But one thing that is there is life and rain are two very similar things. When you look at life, I often wonder it has the good parts, it has the bad parts. So when you can sit with a cup of chai next to the rain, listen to an old song, it feels like a beautiful, comforting evening. But when you're walking down the road and you put your beautiful new bought shoe in the puddle, trust me, it's not the best moment. And that is exactly how life is. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, and often it's like the rain. Sometimes it can be torrential and it can be raining very heavily. But just after a while, there can be a silver lining in the sky and a beautiful rainbow shows up. With that thought in mind, I also have our table topics in the same idea. There will be the goods, there will be the bad, but most importantly, at the end, I'm sure it'll be something fruitful. So, our basic rules here are that you will be given 1 minute to basically talk about your idea, and I have tried my best to make it romantic, to make it dreamy, to make it as torrential. But eventually, I hope you love it. And I would really encourage the guest to take up roles, and the members, the role takers, I shall come to you too. So, the format that I'm primarily aiming for is one guest and one member. Please take up roles. I would really encourage everyone. Can I have the guests, please? Any guests here?
Please raise your hands. It will be easy for Toastmaster, table topic master to pick you up. Please raise your hands.
Pariesa, can we take up somebody on
Yeah,
the
sure.
club?
Yeah, definitely. So
Who's
Toastmaster Sandeep has raised his hand.
Yeah, we can take him.
And who will be debating again? Would you be like to debate against or for?
Against.
Okay, and can we have one person who will debate for? Okay, so I think we have. No, we still don't have. Toastmaster Komal, would you like to take up a role to debate for?
Yes.
So now I am just going to put the topic in the chat, and I personally found it to be very interesting. Just a moment, please. I think there seems to be some internet issue. I'll just read it out to you and I shall type it also as soon as possible. So the first one is love at first sight is less likely than love during a monsoon. It's a very interesting one, but love at first sight is less likely than love during monsoon. Am I clear now?
Yes.
Yes.
So I don't believe in love at first sight because I feel that love is deep. It takes time to develop. But if we talk about the monsoon and the rainy season, when we see the clouds on the sky, we feel very excited about it. That yes, rain will come and the temperature will reduce and we will enjoy in this weather. So I feel that it gives us excitement, it gives us hope that after summer, the rainy day is coming, so we will enjoy sit in our balcony or somewhere and have our favorite food. So I feel that uh, that rainy season gives us a lot of excitement and hope. That's it.
Toastmaster Sandeep.
I'm supposed to speak against it. That means love at first sight is most likely during monsoon. Toastmaster Komal has already supported that statement. So, in that case, I will go. Uh, I'm against the fact that love at first sight is most likely during the monsoon because I believe it is just the environment. I agree that the environment around us affects a lot of the emotions that humans uh, we perceive love a little bit more during the monsoon. But uh, let's say I am in college and I suddenly see I encounter love at first sight. At that time, it doesn't matter if it is raining. It will uh, rain cupids in my heart. It doesn't matter if it is raining. It will rain within me. Let's say I can give you a small example of a guy who has fallen in love, not in the rain, but in a hospital. Fallen in love with a nurse in an indoor setting, in even in the mountains in a sunny morning. So I believe that the
Well, I think both of the sides have very interesting points, but in my own opinion, rain does something. When you smell the petrichor and there's something in the air that makes you fall in love. So for the second table topic, I would really encourage guests to come up. Any guests here? Please raise your hand. If not, can I go with the members here?
Yeah, please start.
Okay, so I will go with Toastmaster Sunil Gupta and Toastmaster Pooja. We would really like for you to come here. Yes, Toastmaster Sunil is here. Yes, so I am going to post the I have posted it in the chat and I will talk about it also. Dancing in the rain is for everyone and not just children. Who will be going for four? Toastmaster Sunil, you can speak for four, and Toastmaster Pooja, we can go for against. Okay, let the debate begin.
Dancing. And when we talk about rain, it is a natural happening, natural event. So natural events are for all. Why it should be for children, women, or men, or even for animals? It happens all over our planet. I still like dance in rain, but due to age, it is not possible. But when nature drenched me, nature pushed me to dance, I start dancing. Yesterday, when I was returning from office, I started dancing in the near my car. So don't spoil your life with thinking about principles or concepts. Just dance and enjoy life as much as possible, whether in rain or at home.
Yeah, so let me speak here about. See, definitely, I'm with Sunil because even I like dancing in the rain, and probably not even children. But this topic is given against to this, So when I speak about dancing in the rain, it's not healthy every time, because there might be some people who are not every time it's easy for them to go and dance because of their health issues, or depending on certain scenarios, like if they wanted to go and dance, but again, depends on the health, and there's certain scenarios where they feel like, okay, if I go I may feel sick, and there are because of body also will not survive easily in the rain, so that's the reason they don't take this step. That's the reason they avoid dancing in the rain. And yeah, so one more thing what wanted to say, like, there are certain people who feel like,
Okay, again, very interesting points of views. Personally, I believe in the line "Dil to bacha hai ji." The heart is a kid at the end of the day, and dancing in the rain can be for anyone. But the next question is for only two people. I have posted it, and I would like Toastmaster Harshal and Toastmaster Rahul to go for it. A cup of chai is incomplete without the rain. You, you can begin, Toastmaster Harshal. Can you speak for? And Toastmaster Rahul, can you speak against?
Whenever it rains, the first thing what comes to my mind is a cup of chai and some snacks. So if I'm just traveling somewhere and I'm in a situation where there's rain and I can't have a chai, that would be a moment I'll regret, because rain is something which is not in my control and I won't be able to repeat that scenario again. Also, it is not only about a cup of chai, it is about the gossips or chats we share with our friends in the rain. And without those chats, the rain won't be of any use. So I I believe the cup of chai is the most important part when it's raining. Over to you, Rahul.
I beg to pardon here because as a chai lover myself, I cannot stay without chai, even if it's rain, sunny, hot, humid, or any other climate, right? If you have rain, yeah, that helps, but still, you cannot surpass my addiction of chai just by, changing the climate. I will still be, whether you will call me at 10 a.m. or 10 p.m., I will be drinking tea because this is something which I love. And even before this meeting, I was drinking tea. So how do you think that by the monsoon, because of the rain, I will feel about this petrichor things happening because of the monsoon, and I will not, I will drink only then, because tea is something which is very close to me more than rain.
Well, just like chai is close to you, rain with chai is close to me. There is no second opinion about that. The next one is a very, very interesting question. Toastmaster Sarvana Kumar has raised his hand, so you can speak for, and I would like Toastmaster Samita to speak against. The topic is in the chat box. Everyone should get one rain day off during monsoon. Oh my god, I pray for that.
Um, Thank you for such a wonderful topic in the beginning of the monsoon. Who don't like off? Whenever we are, see, you remember, I still remember the days looking at the calendar and counting the number of holidays in a month. How many of you have done in your childhood? Thanks for recollecting that. Everyone likes the holidays. So whether it makes rain or other, we really love for the holidays. And why not we celebrate rain as a holiday? I think this is a good idea. Let's propose to get a one day off for the rain and enjoy the monsoon. With that, over to you, TTM.
Absolutely not. Why should we get a holiday just because it is raining outside? Have you seen Earth, Mother Earth, working overtime, making everything green around her? What is she signifying? She's signifying new beginnings, hard work. Have you seen those tiny seeds? How well they put out their leaves. And we human beings, with so much intelligence, we want to sit at home and just scroll through our mobiles or have a cup of tea and feel, wow, it's monsoon. No, absolutely not. Monsoon should be a time when we should start with a new vigor, that this is the time when Mother Earth is working so much for us. We need to work and we need to make sure that we are doing our very best. Take up a new project, do something new. Make sure, if nothing else, you sit and have a good conversation with your loved one. What does the year hold for us?
Well, I'm all in for working and to get that vigor in. But if it were raining, I would only be want to be born in Meghalaya because there it rains every day. Every day is a holiday. So now I would like Toastmaster Mamta and Toastmaster Renu to take the stage, please. Your topic is, this is directly related to the word of the day also. The smell of rain, petrichor, is better than any perfume.
The smell comes from the earth. I like that smell. That takes me to my childhood. In my childhood, when in our school days, we friends all were used to make paper boats and so in the rainbow. And we liked the activity a lot. We had a competition whose boat will fast at the other end. And I wait for that moment. And now I like to do that activity.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pariesa, for giving me that topic. And I would like to disagree on this because I have a very, very sensitive nose. My spelling power is like you would say exceptional. I can distinguish between both the good as well as the bad smells, right? So every evening, what I do is before going to sleep, I would just in the oil infuser, I would add some oil, and so that my home and the room is always breathing with some good smells, right? So I would not say the smell of rain is better than any perfume. There are so many other natural perfumes, be it jasmine, be it mogra, be it sandalwood. My favorite, the lavender. Yes. So it is the smells, good smells. They are not reserved to the smell of the rain or the petrichor. It is there is a wide variety.
So while I had so many other topics, I was told to stop. But one thing I will definitely agree with, you love rain, you hate it, but just like life, it is a part of life. There are the goods, there are the bads. But the only question that I ask you is that tomorrow when it rains, how do you take it? With a cup of chai or with some sorrow about why it is raining again? With this amazing table topic sessions that we had, I will again give the stage to our TMOD of the day. Thank you for being an amazing audience. Thank you so much.
Let us hear it for our table topic master for giving us such wonderful monsoon related topics, taking us back in our memory lane and wondering what is good. Monsoon is good, or should we work? Thank you so much for it. Quickly, I would like to hear from all of you. Raise your hand and answer. What does monsoon mean to you? Tell me that one thing you learned from monsoon. Yes, I asked you to bring your raincoats and books and mobiles. Yes. Toastmaster Priya, please
So
go
the
ahead.
one memory and the one lesson that I learned from the monsoon, I've been born and brought up in Mumbai, and I live in an area which is very beautiful, but it's bang next to the sea. So our house being inside and the main road being a walk of about 7-8 minutes, I have memories of moving out in the heavy rain, and with the gush of wind and the pressure of the wind and the rains lashing, my umbrella would be inverted, and I would be drenched by the time I would reach the main road. But in spite of all of that messy thing, I knew I had to move on my journey, whether it was to school or office, day in and day out. And that is what I learned, that come rain, come storm, come anything, the show must go on and you have to perform. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So well said. Come rain or storm, life goes on. Yes, Toastmaster Shravana Kumar.
Yeah. Whenever we say about monsoons, we always hear two difference of opinion. So the people who are in hot climate, they want to have rains. But if you look at the people who are on the other side, their daily work will be disturbed by a rain. They will say, rain, rain, go away, come again another time. So always there will be a debate. Few people wanted this, few people don't wanted this. So what this taught me is, in our life, we always have two different options. It's us, we have to choose it, which is wise for us, and we have to go with it. We cannot blame the circumstance for what is happening. We have to learn, if there is a rain, how to carry our work. If there is no rain, how to survive. That's all I learned from this. Thank you.
Such a beautiful thought that there will always be two opinions, and you have the right to choose what you want to do. Rain reminds us that eventually the storm will pass, the thunder, the lightning will cease. But we see growth always follows a difficult time. So any difficult time in life, if that is what making you uncomfortable, you will see at the end that you have grown during that time much more than at ordinary times. With that, we come to the most exciting part, that is the evaluation. I hand over the stage to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta, for the evaluation. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the evaluation segment of our meeting. And think of this section as a refreshing monsoon shower, enriched with diverse opinions, nourishing commendations, and constructive recommendations. So, let's start with our first evaluator, Toastmaster Sachin Jaiswal, for the prepared speaker, Toastmaster Mamta Jain. Sachin Jaiswal is a finance professional with over 23 years of experience across IT, healthcare, biotech startups, retail, e-commerce, and FMCG sectors. He is a chartered accountant and an alumnus of IIM Bangalore and Columbia Business School, currently serving as Chief Financial Officer at AJI Fashions Private Limited in Mumbai. He oversees global finance operations for the US and India. Over to you, Sachin.
Thank you, G. Toastmaster Sunil, for kind introduction, and a great evening to Toastmaster Mamta Jain for a wonderful speech. It's pleasure to evaluate you for your Alpha P1 speech, and I must say you did a great job. Some of the areas where you excelled at. One was your speech was well organized with a clear beginning, solid middle, and the end. In the intro, you spoke about handwriting, how it reflects care, commitment, and discipline. It's very right. And then went on and gave the example of Gandhiji. In the body section, you spoke about your inspiration, which was your father's handwriting, which came up quite well. And then then you had a message at the end. The message was more like we handwriting handwritten letters deliver emotions. So handwriting is all about emotion rather than type letter. So that message you gave. So it was well done, well structured speech, good content. Second good point was your gestures. You started the speech with a smile and you decided to give the speech in a standing position, which was really great. Your hand gestures were really good. Your hands were moving, expressing your emotions, and your body movement was also there, which I must say that it has motivated everyone here, inspired everyone here. So they were perfectly used. Third good point was you spoke with lot of clarity and confidence. The vocal variety was good, which kept the audience engaged. So well done. These were the three great things about your speech. Now coming to some of the areas where you could have improved. One is the speech was engaging, no doubt, but the link between the title and content could have been much stronger. You could have given the message of inspiration right in the beginning, in the middle, at the end also. So that message could have stayed with us. So even the conclusion was little abrupt, where the title did not come up very well. So you have to really work on that. Then there was a lot of technical glitch. I don't know whether, because I think it was from your end, because when other speakers were speaking, I could hear them clearly. But while you were speaking, I could not hear a lot of things. Maybe you could have a better connectivity, and that could have also helped me to do much more justification to this evaluation. A lot of things I could not hear. Even the conclusion was not very clear to me. That's something technical glitch you have to take in mind. So apart from that, it was a great speech. You met the objectives of motivating the others, and I must say it was a well delivered speech. Thank you, Toastmaster Mamta Jain, and over to you, G General Evaluator, Toastmaster Sunil.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sachin Jaiswal. Now, I will invite the second evaluator, Toastmaster Renu Kaushal. Toastmaster Renu Kaushal is a certified soft skills and post trainer and an image consultant, a triple crown winner, and a path breaker. Renu is deeply passionate about connecting with people, understanding their stories, and empowering them to grow through meaningful conversations. beyond her professional work, she enjoys cooking and gardening, activities that help her stay centered. The stage is yours, Toastmaster Renu.
Thank you, General Evaluator. My target speaker, Mamta Jain. So my evaluation will have two sections to it. First, I'll talk about your speech in general, and next about the purpose of your project, right? So when we talk about your speech, I have had the privilege of witnessing your transformation as a speaker over the last 6 months. So you have a very soft voice. But what I've seen is that you always bring immense strength with your stories and in your script. So you always try to create a vivid visual imagery for every one of us, and as well as it has an emotional connection. So these two qualities together, they hold my attention onto till the last of the sentence. That is something good, and I always take back from your speeches. But when I am talking about the purpose of the project in particular, and I would like to read that out for here. The purpose of the project was to motivate others, and it is for the member to practice the skill needed to motivate team members through completion of a project. So yes, I was very curious to know when I read the title of your speech, The Spark of Inspiration. I was looking forward to how you were practicing your skills to motivate a group of people, maybe even your family members, because your stories, they are very, you always share personal experience, which are heartfelt and relatable. So, but over here, I found that you were not able to achieve the purpose of your project. So you must repeat this project and come up with something new. I challenge you to broaden your canvas of your storytelling. Perhaps you draw inspiration from an article or a leader or a role model, right? Or maybe what you can do for in this particular project, I would recommend you to take up some voluntary, maybe a team that you would have already, something like how you motivated your family to give up on mobile addiction. I heard such a similar story you had narrated earlier. So something like that. So where a group of people are involved. So I challenge you to broaden your perspective and bring about some new stories which can help you achieve the purpose of this project. Wishing all the very good luck. Thank you, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you. Toastmaster, any question? Okay, first I will call Priya Singh later. First, I will evaluate the evaluator first and the speaker, so that evaluator 3 will have some time to write her speech. Okay, Zoom monitor, please spotlight the Sachin Jaiswal, Toastmaster Sachin Jaiswal, please. Okay, I think he's not on camera, so okay. Toastmaster Sachin Jaiswal, perfect CRC. Three recommendations, one recommendations, and then a conclusion. A structural evaluation for the speaker. To improve, I have two suggestions, majorly two suggestions. First is that you started with, you said that you did a great job. Instead, if you said, you showed that how did you feel about the speech, so it would connect you to with the speaker. So connection is very important in the starting. Second is, try to be specific. You talked about gestures was wonderful. You talked about posture, standing right, and you talked about vocal variety was good. Instead, you just take one or two points and be specific. You give examples or particular aspect like gestures. So where she should have shown the gesture and how. So the speaker could learn something from you. Otherwise, it was great evaluation. Now, Toastmaster Mamta, the best part of your speech was when you said that handwriting teaches us care, commitment, and discipline. This rule of three, no, hooked me. And second is your seamless transition. You introduce the handwriting, then you move to Mahatma Gandhi, then your friend, your father, then yourself, then conclusion. So you beautifully, or seamlessly moving one point to another point. There was no break between both 2 points, like when you moved from Mahatma Gandhi to your friends and then your father. So this is a great thing. And second is your conclusion. You circle back to handwriting and told that that handwriting and its practice can transform anything. That is a good attempt. To improve, I would suggest that I noticed that when you were talking to your friend, once in your part you moved right left, but when it came to your friend's part, you were straight. So you should have moved to opposite side because there was conversation between both of you, and there was an unnecessary movement when you are talking about digital world in the conclusion part. You were turning like this, so no need to move your body, just move your hands only. Digital part like this or this. So you are not playing that time character, any character. And third is you were a bit much slower, particularly when you talk about your father. Their father could, and you stopped there and took a long pause and then said, "I can't." So that was a bit awkward. Otherwise, it was a great speech. Thank you. Now, I will invite the third evaluator to evaluate the second evaluator, Toastmaster Renu question. So, Toastmaster Priya Singh is going to evaluate the evaluation of Toastmaster Renu question. Toastmaster Priya Singh is a marketing professional and academician in business management. She is passionate about creative writing and poetry. Her podcast Soulful Scrolls in her dedicated effort to the craft of poetic expression. She joined Toastmasters to enhance her public speaking skills and become an influential voice to inspire others. Priya, please give your report.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Sunil Gupta, for that warm introduction. Just as petrichor marks arrival of refreshing rains, a thoughtful evaluation brings fresh perspective and meaningful growth. So let's begin with the evaluation of my fellow evaluator, Toastmaster Renu. Toastmaster Renu, many congratulations for fulfilling the purpose of your project of evaluating a fellow Toastmaster speech. What I loved the most about your evaluation was that you were very authentic and did not came straight to the point and gave your commendations and recommendations. Now, if I could highlight your the areas that you excelled at, I found the commendations that you gave. I personally felt that the commendations you gave were very unique and different from the first evaluator. You mentioned about the emotional connect the speaker brings whenever she's delivering speeches, and also the strength that she brings in every story, the strength and meaningful purpose that she brings in every story that she comes up with. These were very unique commendations. Now, moving ahead with the areas where I feel Toastmaster Renu, there are scope for you to further polish and make your evaluation speeches better. As I just mentioned, an evaluation is also a speech. It should ideally have an intro, commendations and recommendations, and intro, body, and conclusion or a summary. What I felt when I heard your evaluation speech was that you straight away jumped into giving what you felt were the areas that you like most without giving much of an example there. For instance, when you said that you bring about an emotional connect whenever you deliver your speech, you could say because you bring about personal stories, especially related to your childhood, that helps us go back into our own childhood about those stories that you come up with. Similarly, when you spoke about the recommendations, agreed that you had one strong recommendation with regards to the purpose of the project not being fulfilled, but you could have also highlighted there were other areas which you could have also highlighted where there was scope for the speaker to polish further. For example, the vocal variety, when she was talking between her and her friend, there could be a little modulation in her voice. Another area could be use of the virtual space. She was more or less standing in one place. But if she moved from one side of the stage to the other, it could help the audience to transition in her story. So rather than just giving one recommendation which is talking about repeating the project, you could have first highlighted some of the areas which she could also polish on, and then come to the fact that you could, as you gave suggestions, what she could bring to the table and make the speech more motivating and more inspiring. Overall, well evaluated speech, good evaluation with crisp recommendations, just crisp commendations, just focus more on following a good structure, intro, body, and conclusion to make a more impactful evaluation. Thank you very much. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Priya Singh. It is really very difficult to evaluate an evaluation report. Really, I am still scared of such thing. And you did a great job. I want to say something in terms of recommendation that when you are going to evaluate an evaluator, you should think that if you were that in that position, how you evaluated the speaker and note the points, then match the points with the evaluator. Then you could perform better. Like noticed that you you only had one or two commendations, as we are supposed to give at least three commendations. Overall, it was really attractive, and I would say that structural evaluation of the evaluator Renu question. Now, I will invite my team one by one. First, I would like to invite the timer, Toastmaster Ajay Sahoo, to share his report.
Yeah, thanks. Could you please allow me to share the screen? I'm not okay.
Ajay Sahoo.
Yes.
Okay, now.
Okay, my voice is audible, right? So the first one, a prepared speech. So Mamta Jain has taken 8 minutes 5 seconds actually. it will be 0.5 Mamta Jain. So it is, as per the guideline, it is disqualified, number one. And if evaluation, Sachin Jaiswal, 3 minutes 15 seconds. Renu Kaushal, 2 minutes 55 seconds. And apart from this, all table topics on time, there won't be any disqualification. That's it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sahoo, as you are playing the role of the timer for the first time. So I would say that great job. In the introduction part, you showed your green card, red, yellow card, red time on time.
Thank you so much.
And just to improve, I have few suggestions that in the introduction part, your red card is stuck at a point after you talked about table topic timing. So I think that was you can say that you forgot. Or second is that you didn't mention about 30 seconds grace time. You will see if you see the timer guidelines, you will find that prepared speeches and evaluation speeches have 30 seconds grace time on both sides, upper side and the lower side.
Okay.
So mention that also. Otherwise, it was a great timer report and speech. Thank you. Now, I will invite language evaluator Devishree V.
Yeah, thank you, General Evaluator. Please give me access to share.
You have rights now. Yeah.
Okay, one second. Able to see my screen? It's not. I'm not able to share it. Can I pin the link? Actually,
You just read out the whatever you wrote there. Okay.
okay. One second. Overall, the language used throughout the meeting was engaging and effective. I noticed a few filler words are used by our speakers. The filler words are so and you, and some crutch words like so, you know, and some speakers used a long pause, and some speakers used basically, like those kind of crutch words. Other than this, I could say some good phrases and rhetorical devices used. So Renu Kaushal used you can speak, you can listen, you can grow. Anaphora. Anaphora means the repetition of the words where we can use it. And Samita Kar also used I can see mobile, I can see book. It is also a kind of rectorial device, anaphora. And networthy phrases she used is monsoon means beginning revival. And some other Renu Kaushal used aim to remain progressing. Beautiful phrases. And Nancy Joel used the rhetorical device climax, which means greater success, greater heights. Climax is nothing but arranging boards of ideas in order of increasing importance. And Toastmaster table topic master Pariesa Singh used sometimes it is good, sometimes it is bad. It is a kind of rectorial device, antithesis. Antithesis means contrasting ideas placed side by side in a balanced structure. And some Toastmaster Samita Kar used rectorial question, what is she signifying? That is one. Another thing, she also used a personal personification. Mother Earth is working so much for us. Personification means attributing human traits to non-human things. And Toastmaster Samita Kar, Renu Kaushal, Priya Singh, Sunil Gupta, Harshal Jadhav, Mamta Jain, all the Toastmasters are used the word of the day, Petrichor. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Devishree, for such a wonderful report. I'm impressed by your introduction when you talked about filler words, 5 kinds of filler words and sounds. There is 2 recommendations I have for you. One is that when you introduce the word of the day in your introduction part, after that, just not telling the meaning immediately. You started talking about jasmine, flowers like this. So it diluted the meaning of the word. So just not no need to explain more about the you can say word or its history. Just tell the meaning of the word. And
Okay.
second is that we have 3 sections and we tend to forget the word of the day. So please try to put the word in the chat box after or starting of the session, each session, like in the beginning of the prepared speech, then in the beginning of table topic section, and in the beginning of evaluation section, so that
Okay.
people can remember to use the word of the day. Thank you.
Yes.
Otherwise, it was wonderful. Now, I will invite our third member, listener, Toastmaster Rahul Swami, to test our listening skills by asking some questions. Rahul Swami, the stage is yours.
Now, time has come where I will be testing your listening skills and how attentive you were in the meeting. My first question is, and I would like people to, Toastmasters, to only answer after raising the hand. And please don't jump in for answering. I will give everyone chances who raises their hand. And I will give you options and you can choose one. I will drop the question in the chat box as well. So my first question is, when is the next Gabby speech competition going to happen? October 2026, November 2026, December 2026, or January 2027? I can see Sunil Gupta raising his hand. Anybody else? Okay. So Sunil Gupta, you can go.
January 2027.
Correct. Absolutely correct. Second question is, in Toastmasters Mamta's speech, who was the famous personality who regretted that his handwriting was not so good? Option one, please raise your hands before answering. Option one is Subhash Chandra Bose. Option two is Mahatma Gandhi. Option three is Jawaharlal Nehru. Option four is Indira Gandhi. I I can see TMOD Samita Kar. Can you please answer?
Mahatma Gandhi.
Correct. Well done. Then please don't raise your hand without listening the question. So I'll be giving you a next question. What kind of handwriting did Toastmaster Mamta Jain learn in her childhood? Option 1, italic handwriting. Option 2, cursive handwriting. Option 3, calligraphy. Option 4, block handwriting. Anybody?
Italic.
No. Toastmaster Samita Kar.
Cursive.
Exactly. Thank you for that. Next question is, guess Sandeep's friend fell in love with whom? Option 1, a doctor. Option 2, a nurse. Option 3, his friend. Option 4, neighbor. Okay. TTM Pariesa. You can go.
Yeah, so he fell in love with in the nurse in a hospital.
Exactly. Wonderful. Next question is, in Toastmaster Sunil Gupta's table topic speech, where was he dancing? Option 1, near his boss. Option 2, near his car. Option 2, near 3, near his wife. Option 4, near his colleague. Uh, TM Persa
Near the car.
and timer Ajay. Okay. I
Same,
think
same. Yes.
great. Good job, both of you. My last question. Whose nose is very sensitive? Toastmaster Sunil Gupta's, Toastmaster Persa. Okay, I will give this time to timer Ajay. So Toastmaster
Renu.
Renu or Toastmaster Mamta?
Renu.
Perfect. I see that many of us are very good listeners. Great job, everyone. Clap for everyone. And back to you, TMOD. Back to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Rahul. Very interesting session. I have only one recommendation, that no need to give options, no need to provide objective questions, because we are experienced Toastmasters and your questions were very good. One word, they have only one word, they had only one word answers. So if no one is able to answer the question, then you can give the options. Otherwise, in the interest of time, no need to give options. Otherwise, very good session, very interesting session, very captivating.
Thank you. Sure.
Okay. Now I start to evaluate the meeting as soon as possible. The meeting started on time with new essay, Toastmaster Harshal Jadhav. Kudos to you, Toastmaster Harshal. One recommendation, that try to emphasize the words. Like you could use tone up and down to show your emotions with words. Like Toastmaster doesn't put any restriction on sex or religion. This thing, but so this is contrast what we do in our Gabbys. Okay. Otherwise, it was great start. Next is presiding officer Renu Kaushal. Excellence is not accidental, and you proved it today. That's why you are now from VP Education to the president of the club. And you hooked me with some points, like when you said that learning culture we foster, our club fosters. And you beautifully described the Toastmaster history and asked the Zoom moderator to spotlight the new member, Pooja Sharma. So, in this way, you connected well with the new speaker, new Toastmaster. the suggestion is that I think you forgot to tell the guest or the new member that she should have kept, she had to kept the introduction limit to 30 seconds. So that is the only recommendations. Next is Toastmaster of the Day, Samita Kar. The main highlight of your presentation was that your energy. You entered with energy that, monsoon here, and you engaged the audience throughout your session. When you said that, are you happy with monsoon? Raise your thumbs up. And you didn't forget about talking the magic about clouds, about monsoon. You beautifully described the magic uh, the rainy season has. And you called the audience to bring rainy things they use during rainy season to make it more engaging and interesting. You could, I have a suggestion just only. When you ask the audience to bring something related to monsoon, what about you? If you could bring an umbrella or a raincoat and you wore that time, it would have impacted more on the audience. It would have been more captivating, that scene. Otherwise, it was very great session. Now, next is Cable Topic Master, Pariesa Singh. The highlight of your speech, which hooked me, that the comparison life with rain. There is something good about life, bad about life, and similarly, there is something good about rain, about bad about rain. And your strong vocabulary, raining cats and dogs, right? And third is that you appreciated speakers for their efforts after their speeches. For the purpose of improvement, I have one or two suggestions. One is that don't ask the speakers to choose their role, like they are going to speak in favor or against. You have right to choose that Samita will speak in favor of and Renu will speak against the topic. And you did after one or two speakers as well. Second is that your your topics were a bit long, and some topics have both answers. Two things, like first topic was love at first sight is less likely as love in monsoon. So how can I speak against or uh, in favor of? Instead, if you keep this topic like love is likely in monsoon, sufficient. Otherwise, great session, and you created humor as well. Dil to bacha hai ji. Great session. Thank you. And I would thank all of the Toastmasters who were behind the scenes, like who created agenda, who made posters, everything. That's why we are conducted the meeting very smoothly and in time. Thank you. Over to you, presiding Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. You went through the meeting. First of all, thank you so much for picking up the role at the last moment. You went step by step, telling a recommendation and a commendation for all the people who have taken up role today. Thank you so much for it. Since we are running around 10 minutes above time, next meeting onwards, we need to just make sure that we follow the agenda that is given and work accordingly. Rain. Rain has the power to refresh the ground, the trees. Even the seed, which seemingly seems sleeping inside, gets a new nudge of life. It looks as if the rain comes, just knocks on the door of the seed and says, "Rise and shine. It's time for you." Similarly, Toastmaster with a new session has the power to refresh the mind, nurture different ideas. Today, we leave behind a fragrance of inspiration. Let us make this whole session a truly magical session. The whole session of our July to December. Let us make it truly magical by starting with monsoon magic and carrying on through our speeches, through our roles, through our educational awards, through all the hiccups that we will be facing down the road, to all the achievements that we wish we get it. With that, I will hand over the meeting to the presiding officer. Over to you, Toastmaster Renu.
Thank you so much. Let us hear for our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Samita Kar. Well, though we were inside, but we could see monsoon breeze and we could smell the monsoon right inside our rooms. Thank you for bringing that topic. And as we come towards the end of the meeting, I would like to thank all the role players, speakers, evaluators, the guests, and every member who contributed to today's meeting. And especially to the newly installed executive committee, congratulations once again. Together we will make it extraordinary this very term. So have a wonderful day and a safe journey. And before that, I would like to announce the poll results. Right, I haven't forgotten that, Journal Evaluator, this very time. So what will begin with the favorite role player. The favorite role player for today's evening is none other than Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Samita Kar. Congratulations. Can we spotlight her, please? Next, we come to the favorite evaluator. And the favorite evaluator for today's evening is Toastmaster Sachin Jaiswal. Favorite auxiliary role taker. Well, somebody who gave us lots of options today. So that is Toastmaster Rahul Swami, the listener of the day. And finally, to the favorite TT speakers, we have Toastmaster Shravana Kumar and Samita Kar once again. Congratulations to all the winners, and thank you so much, the guest role taker Pariesa Singh. You brought an extraordinary flavor to the Toastmaster sessions today. Thank you so much. And kudos to our timer of the day, Ajay Sahoo, who took the role for the very first time. Thank you so much. See you all on Saturday morning, 10 a.m. sharp. Thank you. Have a very good night.
Good night. And have a great week.
Same to you, everyone.
Bye-bye.